Welcome to beautiful Croatia. Check out that view. I can't wait to show you guys.
I'm Kelsey, that's Tim, and this is our rolling home, Dusty. We've been following our dreams of traveling around the world, and after making our way south,
We did it.
very south, COVID brought us back to the US. But now, finally, it's time to explore again. So come along for season 2. We can't wait to see where this adventure takes us. Welcome back. In this episode, you join us in beautiful and very hot Croatia. One of our first stops, and for sure our creepiest stop, was this monument called Petrova Gora. The metal panels you see that are mostly gone now are stainless steel panels that were imported from Sweden. Petrova Gora was built to commemorate the uprising of certain groups against the Croatian government during World War II. It was finally finished, or as finished as it would get, in 1981. You can feel what an impressive place this would have been, just the sheer size of it. And there is what I can only describe as a ghostly sense of grandeur as you wander the stairways. There were grand plans for this place, but with the country's turmoil, it was never finished. And it was finally abandoned during the Yugoslav wars in the 1990s, and has been left to fend for itself ever since. To this day, it's unclear who owns this place, and it is under no official protection.
This place creeps me out. I don't particularly like it here. Definitely a haunting feeling to this place. And then there's like electricity, I think, because of these towers here.
I think the tower could still be in use, but it seems like the elevator is like still struggling to pull up that car.
Yeah, it's super creepy.
It's at the topmost floor, and it's just making this whining noise. Oh, and there it goes, it shuts off. So some sort of a transformer is still going, hopefully for some sort of equipment that's still up here, but very creepy to hear an electrical sound out of the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild. I wonder I'm gonna look up more and see. We'll try and put some info below if we find if it was ever completed.
Yeah.
But it's a huge project, huge structure on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And then just completely left and forgotten, which seems strange. I don't understand why, really. I'm sure it was expensive to maintain, but.
The buzzing we heard were communication towers that sit atop this structure now, which makes for an even more eerie and unsettling visit. One thing is for sure, there is a lot of history surrounding this place that I knew nothing about. I will leave a link in the description below to one of the more informational websites I found if you want to learn more about it too.
It is quite hot today too, so climbing up a lot of steps. What is it, like 90 something today?
Yeah, I think it was 92 today, which is cooler than it's gonna be for the next few.
It's gonna get up to 111 here. That's insane. And we're pretty high up in the mountains for here.
Yeah, it feels like it's making no difference right
It's very, very, very warm.
We had heard so much about what a pretty coastline Croatia had, so we decided to see for ourselves. Plus, a dunk in the water sounded pretty amazing.
How is it?
Feels so good.
Oh, it feels cold, but it's not. I know it's not cold, but my brain is having a hard time right now. Okay, so you ready to jump in? 1, 2, 3.
We waited out the hottest part of the day here, enjoying this random little spot.
Well, we cooled off and went for a swim and came up a mountain. And this is our spot for the night, looking down from where we just were, which is pretty amazing. And I think we're gonna have already good sunset, but I think it's only gonna get better. And it's starting to cool off. It's still pretty warm. I think we're gonna wait a little bit to cook because it's still pretty hot. But yeah, gorgeous. Let me show you around. We are near olives, in olive groves. So, it's pretty cool. The mysterious footsteps that are everywhere. There was one downside that we had to work around for this campsite. Lots and lots of ants. And they go just along there. But I think they'll be done pretty soon here.
So we're up here on this power line service road, looking out at, let's see if I can find it in the viewfinder there. Somewhere right over there is the ferry that comes down to this little town that we're sitting next to. And there's all these little islands off the coast that you can take a ferry to. Most look pretty packed, and there's little resorts and things like that, but it's still pretty amazing. You could really see sailing in this area, why it's so popular. it's pretty much endless little islands. And then of course, across the Adriatic Sea, you've got Italy. So there's a ton around here, and then Greece to the south, as well as a bunch of other countries. It's just cool. Had no idea what to expect. And it's hot along the coast, but it was just as hot, and it was humid up in the mountains. So we're actually kind of liking this. And then as soon as we know the mountains are tall enough, we'll go back up into the mountains and explore.
We'll see how it cools off tonight. I'm not sure, because this is our first night on the coast, if it'll stay kind of temperate or if it'll cool off a bit more.
If there's breeze, that seems to be the key. So if there's a breeze, we'll be good. If there's not, might be one of those laying in bed sweating kind of nights. But
it is beautiful up here.
Yeah, and dry, which is key for us. I'll take hot and dry anytime over the jungle, humid, laying in bed sweating. So not a bad view though.
Well, we're just about to crawl into bed, but not a bad view that we're looking at, and a pretty awesome day of wandering the Croatian coast. So thanks for coming along, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Good night. I forgot about you.